Whenever you're ready, sir, you can go ahead and begin.
By show of hands, how many of you play a sport? Now keep raising your hand if you want to continue this sport in college. Alright, imagine you're a full-time student and you work at a full-time job. At your full-time job, you're really dedicated, hardworking, and you assist your company in making money. Now imagine getting none of that money and your boss gets all of it. For student athletes in college, playing a sport can be considered like a full-time job. This topic is very controversial, however, college athletes should be paid for these efforts. These athletes sacrifice a lot of different opportunities in regards to their teammates' education, and of course, the sport they play. The NCAA and colleges make billions of dollars off of athletes' talents and celebrity. Michael Smith, here's a graph showing how much revenue each sport makes. So football and basketball mainly bring in the most revenue, and all the others. So this brings up a topic of if these two sports get paid more, then these sports should be played too. Michael Smith and John Orand of the Sports Business Journal claim that 12 universities from the Southeastern Conference make $205 million from CBS and ESPN for the rights to broadcast their football games. The New York Times reports that the NCAA's licensing deals are estimated at more than $4 billion per year. Looking at these statistics, universities are receiving money and they're allowing the sports to be broadcasted, but they fail to recognize that none of this would be possible without the athletes' tremendous compromise. Also, some coaches also make millions of dollars. Here is a coach. He works for the Kentucky Wildcats. He's a basketball coach, and he makes $4 million plus, which is 10% of the college's revenue for the basketball program. Colleges allow everyone to be paid, including coaches, trainers, people that work in the arena, but the so-called stars of the show are not getting paid. This is because they're amateurs, not pro, according to the NCAA. The NCAA claims that it is in the best interest of the student and that they should be focusing on school more, but the college athletes aren't asking for much money. They just need to capitalize on their talents while they're young, because most people don't make it pro. The NCAA also controls branding opportunities. Student athletes are not allowed to mention a sport when they are selling something to make profit. Rule 12.513 states modeling and other non-athletically related promotional activities are not allowed, and no reference can be made to the individual's involvement in intercollegiate athletics. College students need money to survive, so the NCAA taking this away from them is like taking their pocket money away, which they need to buy certain things like new clothes or food to eat. According to how the NCAA cheats student athletes, 2 students from Iowa State University started a t-shirt screening business, and they mentioned they were swimmers on their website, and they were threatened with ineligibility. Here we have a former college athlete and NBA star, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, talking about the issue and the argument against it.
So many people in America see college sports as an extension of America's not an extension of high school sports, where quarterback and cheerleader have a romance and celebrate their victory over the rivals and then a long shot. It's not that. It's a $6 billion a year industry. Last year, CBS put up $1 billion just off of watching that. There's so much
talking about like how each athlete should, from each different sport should be paid like equally because of a law called Title IX in the government. And a plan for that would be to make the money that the students make equivalent to the amount of revenue that the sport brings in. College athletes really do put in a lot of hard work and effort into their craft. They spend countless hours on the field or court, day in and day out, while the people they work for reap the benefits. These athletes need money to live and be comfortable. It would not take much out of the NCAA to pay them the money. I encourage you all to be activists and start the conversation with those involved in this field and those with higher authority, as well as ordinary people who want to ultimately bring a change. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. Okay, at this time, we ask you to go ahead and stay center stage here, and we'll ask you our questions, and whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and call in some students.
Alright, so have there been cases of players that have been paid in college? Have there been any,
I know there have, but I don't know any specific.
are there like consequences to that?
Oh yeah, there are consequences. Like, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but there are consequences. Hurry, read.
What are the, I guess, the NCAA basketball players asking to be paid?
I don't know specifically what they're asking, but they're asking to be paid.
Do you know how much they're asking to be paid?
Oh, that's what he just asked.
Train.
Do you think athletes should be paid more based on like divisions? Because obviously we see most of the professionals come out of like Division I and II, and we don't really see many pro athletes come out of the rest of the divisions. So do you think they should be paid higher divisions?
Personally,
Yes.
I mean, I guess so. If you want to think of it like that, yeah.
Okay, so at games like football or basketball, you know, you have cheerleaders. Would the cheerleaders get paid the same as the football players, or would they be like, nah, you're just a cheerleader, you get like $2,000 a month, you'll live?
Well, if it's like what I was saying, to make a plan to make it equivalent to the revenue that the sport brings in, so however much like the cheerleaders bring in, I guess, for revenue for the school, make it like equivalent to the amount of money that they pay.
You earlier you mentioned that 10% goes to the coach from the program. How much, like, what do you believe, like, appropriate percentage of the money should go to the students?
The students, well, I mean, good some of it, like half of it at least, probably, because they're bringing in revenue to the school, like so much money, and they're not getting paid any, so they're at least entitled to some of it. Yeah.
Do you think that teams, like individually, should also get paid? Like, for instance, if they win like the NCAA championship or something, like if the team wins that the players should also get paid for that too, and the coaches and the team for their like awards and everything.
Yeah, I know that's like how it is in pro sports and stuff, but I guess so.
I have a quick question. What would you say to people who argue that those students who are attending those colleges are getting scholarships to be on programs and that's their payment?
Well, not all. Like, when you get injured, you're not guaranteed a contract, so they could just drop you at any moment, and that should also be changed. And the like scholarships, they don't cover everything when it comes to like pocket money and basically what the student needs to survive in life. It just pays for school, I guess, and paying for the school.
Anything else? All right, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you guys.